Welcome back. Don Tibbetts is with us right now from United. Good to see you, sir.
My pleasure, Ken, as always.
And I know you got a couple things you'd like to talk about today, right? The laundry rooms?
Yeah, some things that came up on that. And we're trying to keep our meetings open to the public as much as possible. So this came up, and we are thinking, we're looking at the fee structures. We charge now 50 cents a load for a washing clothes, and drying is free.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the best deal in town.
Yeah, 50 cents. I haven't seen that in decades.
That's what it was when we moved here 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's still the same. And along with that, there are some residents who invite their family out, for different reasons, and a lot of them bring their dirty clothing.
Yeah.
And they use us. And caregivers use it. We're not so worried about that part of it, but it's being used by a lot of non-residents.
Right.
And we are definitely losing money, so we're going to look at it. It's easy to raise a fee just by the slots.
Right.
You can't raise the fees on a dryer. There's no slots to put in there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about possibly buying all brand new dryers. That would be a huge sum up front, but it'd pay for itself in 3 years.
Right.
So we're just all in the talking stage, but we want the residents to know what we're talking about.
Okay. Very good.
If we decide to go ahead, we'll get plenty of resident input, and then it'll go to the board and we'll get more input before a final decision.
Okay.
And the other item that we talked about was the vehicle decal policy. And I'm not sure how that, well, I do know how that became part of M&C. It used to be part of the traffic, and when that committee was closed, it became ours. So anyway, we talked about that. We looked at the present policy, and which is 3 decals for 2 bedrooms and also 1 bedrooms, plus a decal for a golf cart. And so that's 3 and 3, and the discussion came up because of the parking situation. It's getting worse.
Right, exactly.
And I think I mentioned this last month. So we're looking at this again, if there's any way to cut it back. And some people want to go to the extremes of 1 bedroom, 1 car, 2 bedrooms. I mean, one decal, and then the other extreme is keep it open and just be a little more generous. But the parking situation is horrible.
Right.
And as I said last month, when this village was built, it was one car per minute.
Yeah, exactly.
And right now, it's people moving in, especially the newer people. They usually have 2 cars and a pickup truck the guy can run around in, and a golf cart.
Yeah.
So we're going to look at that again, and that was the main discussion. And the whole meeting took about 2 hours just on the discussions. And so it is important to the people.
So going forward, you'll just see what'll work out best and get opinions from people.
Nothing's changing right now. We're going to get input from the residents, and then we'll discuss it, and so it'll be down the road quite a while yet.
Okay.
And one other item I guess I could mention is that we had 6 alteration requests, and we only turned down 1.
Okay.
Because people are really doing a lot better on their planning on this. Although we still have a lot doing it without following procedure. And one last item I want to remind residents of, we have a town hall meeting next Tuesday.
Right.
4:30 at the Clubhouse 3 is now the
Performing Arts Center.
Performing Arts Center, and we would like to have as many residents as possible. The discussion is going to be use of our common area
Right.
property, and a lot of people don't know what common area is. And so we're going to explain that. We're going to have an opportunity for the residents to ask questions and we'll get answers. Our attorney's going to be there. And we really want to go in detail. If you can't make it, it'll be rebroadcast, I think.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, about 6 or 7 times. And then the board will decide whether to change our current resolution or keep what we have.
Okay, very
That's
good.
about it. Yeah.
All right, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
My pleasure, and I hope you feel better.
Yes, I hope I do too. And we'll make sure to remind people that that town hall meeting is again next Tuesday at the Performing Arts Center at 4:30. So
Thank
you're
you,
all
Kim.
invited to go there. We'll be showing that live as well.
Great, thank you.
Great, good to see you.
My pleasure.
We'll be right back.